Welcome, Rally. We are so happy
Hi,
to be
thank
together.
you very much. And thank you everyone for joining the sprint. It's a spring sprint, I would say today, because we are really having almost no breaks. We are here for you today. And hopefully all the topics and all the sessions are interesting for you, inspiring, and you can find something for yourself and you will learn new things, I hope, because Neurographica is really an inspiring method and we are using it really, it's part of our lives for years now. And we are using it to really solve different conflicts or concerns or to dream a lot with Neurographica because it is really helping us develop new skills and express our talents, find new talents also, and find our true selves. The topic for today I have chosen is really related with conflicts, but not really, because almost all the time I'm going to talk about love. And I truly believe that love is really the way to solve conflicts or concerns or anything that you have as a challenge in your life really fast, really effective way and really fast way to change any situation in your life is to send love to yourself and to everyone around you. So I will not waste more time. I will just jump into my other camera so that you can see what I'm going to draw on my desk so that I can guide you through the steps. Uh, and let me see. I hope you can see my screen already. Good.
Yes,
Of
perfect.
course. Okay, thanks, Yvette. And of course, you can ask questions, you can comment on anything you wish during the session. You can do it in the chat so that we don't interrupt the other participants because Neurographica is really a powerful method that is helping us stay with ourselves for some time and just stay calm, monitor, reflect on our feelings, reflect on our emotions, and um, and find some new ideas on the topic we are working with. We mentioned in the beginning that we have a topic. Of course, if someone already started working on a particular topic, like, for example, health, inspiration, love, or whatever you've chosen in the beginning with the other colleagues, you can continue with this topic and just reflect it or connect it with conflicts and love, because our agenda for this session now is related with managing conflicts in a healthy ways. So if it's related with health, you can connect it how this could be a healthy conflict management. If you connect it with inspiration, is maybe how you could inspire yourself to find fast solution when you are in a conflict situation, or if you have struggles or challenges with someone, a project, a person, or someone that is really driving you crazy in the moment. So when it comes to a situation in which you are, today in my session, we are going to use circles. It's a very holistic figure, and it's one of the most useful figures in Neurographica because it's really helping us feel the harmony within us. It makes us feel complete, and it really it's a very useful figure for everyone who is starting for the first time to work with Neurographica. So think about a situation which you have in the moment, a conflict, or think about a person you are really having difficulties to communicate with, or think about your colleague or for your work, or anything that you have in life that is really disturbing you or is coming up with challenges. It really could be a real person, or it could be someone, or it could be something. It could be an object, something that is really making you feel uncomfortable. And first, we will draw a circle. It will be you. It's actually, I'm drawing myself in the moment, and I will just go with several lines around it. I will round and round. I will go around this circle just to put some energy within, because the narrow line or the so-called process of neurographing is bringing energy into our drawing. It's bringing energy into everything that we put on the paper. So I am just drawing myself, and now here you can put the person or the situation. For example, if you have issues with your husband, for example, your partner or your wife, or if you have some challenges with a colleague, you can just put it up front of you and see how it goes. How do you feel when you have someone up front of you or against you? And what is the feeling? Just round a bit several times, and yeah, just reflect on your feelings. Just reflect on how do you feel in the moment. Is it too close to you? Is it crossing with each other? Are they crossing with each other, those circles that you've put on the paper? Or is it too far away from you? Or is it too big? Um, the good thing in Neurographica is that you can always do some changes, or you can always do some corrections in your drawing, and you can do the figure smaller, you can do it larger. If you don't feel comfortable, for example, now what I'm noticing on my list is that I'm a little bit smaller than the object here. Maybe you are noticing as well, and you can see also how it looks like on your paper. Are you smaller than your conflict? If we say this is my conflict, I definitely look smaller. So I would like to make my size a bit bigger, just to feel a bit comfortable, because when you are having a situation, or if you have a conflict, direct conflict with someone, and if you feel smaller, then it will be maybe a situation in which you will have difficulties to manage. You have to feel at least um, the same size, or a bit bigger. Why not? You can do a drawing where you are a bit bigger. And this is a very good preparation for a conflict situation. For example, if you have such experience that is going to happen, or you expect to have a conversation with someone, or to participate in a meeting where you have to handle a difficult situation, you can do a preparation before with a drawing. I'm doing it, by the way, when I have some difficult meetings, for example, with clients, when they have some concerns or some queries, and I'm not confident how they will react and how the meeting will go. And in order to go smoothly, I'm just doing this a preparation up front. It could be also with someone. If you have a difficult conversation, you can just do it up front, and you will see how calm and how prepared you will feel for this meeting. And now I can see that when I changed my size a bit, I feel a little bit better. Definitely, I feel a little bit better. And now I can see that we are much closer. And when you have such a situation, or when you are if you are experiencing it right now, you can think about what is good about this situation. Is there something that is really uh, that I can say, okay, this situation is bringing me some positive things, and you can just uh, put additional circles about those positive things. Or when it comes to a person, if we talk about a particular person, what is good about this person? What is good about this situation? I'm just giving you different examples about how to think about. Just stop for a while, even if it's a direct clash, you can just stop for a while and think about the person or the situation like a mirror. Okay, this is the mirror. I am sitting from this mirror, and what do I see? Okay, and you can just try to be someone monitoring and not direct participant in this situation. It's much more easier when you are just monitoring a situation and you are not directly participating as the a part of the conflict parties. Because you see, if you train this technique that I'm now going to explain you in details, when you are just participating or monitoring, you will see how easy it would be. And what I mean about that, if you start thinking about positive things about the person or about the situation, and when you start just sending them simply love, I know maybe it sounds ridiculous, but it's really working because I've tried this so many times in different occasion, in different situation in my life, and even with my kids, uh, when they are frustrated, I just stand up front. I just stay calm as much as possible, of course, because sometimes it's difficult. And I'm just thinking about what good things they have in their character and what good thing this situation could bring to me. Like, for example, I could be improving my listening skills. I will just carefully stay and listen. And you can see that I'm rounding and rounding because in Neurographica, every crossing line is bringing conflicts, or our brains are used to see conflicts in every crossing line. So I'm rounding everything and just really help. This is helping my brain feel calm and actually will feel better when everything is rounded. My brain won't see any conflict, any difficult situation. So every situation, even the most difficult and disturbing situation, will look better and better if I round everything around. And when you start sending love to this person, to this situation from your heart, but really, honestly, and just thinking about the needs of this person, or thinking about, okay, what is this person coming to tell me, or what is this situation is coming to teach me, because there is something definitely that I can learn from it. And by sending love all the time, you will see that immediately the things will change. The person will change. His expression will change. His behavior will change. They will just wonder what is happening. And I can think about positive things, or things that I have in my character that can help me overcome the situation. This is also helping. Okay, I'm a good active listener, for example. I'm very patient, or I'm always flexible, finding different solutions. And even if you don't believe you have this talent, just put it on the table. Just stay calm and think about you have it. Think about uh, your new self, because you are structuring your new self. And if you have fear, you just put, I'm brave. I don't have fear. I'm really brave. Just put the opposite of all your fears, of your anger, of everything negative that you feel about the situation and about the person, and you will transform it. You can do it even without a drawing. You can just do it, but it really happens when you have trained a lot, when you have practiced a lot before that, because you are just training your brain and your neurons to act very fast and to transform and find new ways of changing situations or new ways of thinking about a situation or finding new perspectives very fast. But you can do it even with your thoughts from the situation only when you have practiced a lot. And that's the reason why I mentioned that you can practice before conflicts or before something that you believe will turn into a difficult situation. And then you will see how fast you can change everything in the middle of a conflict when it really happens. Or when you expect a difficult meeting with someone. So I've put different positive things that could help me, or different part of my character that could help me overcome the situation. And you can see that I'm very close together with the conflict. And here in the middle, what is really important, and I can see it now, this is actually the love that is connecting us. Love is really connecting us, or when we are connected through love, every conflict situation will change. And I was about to give you an example, but before that, I would just start drawing different lines from the love, just expressing this love and sending this love to the conflict or to the concern that I have. And by the way, this could be something that is happening within us. It's not necessarily to be someone up front of us, but we are projecting every internal conflict or every emotion that we are keeping in our bodies, we are projecting it up front. And this is how we are attracting people around us just to show us. Poor people, they are really not to be blamed about the way we are feeling. They are just coming to show us that there is something going on within us. And if we are really conscious about that, if we really realize that there is nothing to do with the person, it's something that is going on with us, when we first fulfill our selves and our bodies with love, it will be quite easy to send this love to the people or to the conflict or to the environment around us, just to change it. And I will just give you an example. And while I'm putting the lines here, you can see that I'm creating new patterns by rounding. This is creating actually new neuron connections that are leading me to new ways of thinking, or new ways of mm, evaluating the situation. And what actually the author of this method says about, he used to say about the quality of the drawing, the quantity defines the quality. So the quantity of the lines that we are drawing in our Neurographica defines the quality of this drawing, because the neural lines are actually expression of our thoughts. And the more we have on the paper, the better, because the more energy that we spend, you know that our thoughts are actually our energy spent and focused on a particular topic that is important to us in the moment. So the more we draw, the more energy we spend, and the more quality of resolution we'll raise in our case. So just put more lines. This is really important. to have space, to have environment with a lot of energy, but this is the energy of love. This is the energy of love that we are sending to us and to our environment. And what is happening actually, it's coming back to us. You notice that I was sending the love and the love is coming back to us in this direction. Because what we give is what we get. This is a really a simple law of attraction that is working in the universe. No matter if we know it or not, it is really working quite well and quite fast. So the more love we send, the more love we will get. And I will give you a simple example. It was related with a colleague of mine that told me, okay, I have a very difficult meeting with a client, and it's getting worse and worse each and every time because we have a regular meeting every week. And we have he has different requirements, different things that we cannot complete because it's not contractually agreed. But for example, he doesn't want to look into the contract or to do changes. He's just willing to do the change without, for example, paying for this change or without giving something to improve the situation on his own. He's just willing us to do something for him. And I don't know how to handle this situation because it's getting worse and worse. And he's really mm, difficult to manage. So she asked me to participate in the meeting, and we agreed how she's going to discuss again each and every particular topic, just explaining really calmly what could be done and what cannot be done, just realistically, without bringing any emotions and without putting any emotions in the statements that she has prepared to make during the meeting. And I joined the meeting. I was just sitting calm and I was just sending love to all participants. We were four participants. I didn't say really nothing during the meeting. She was explaining the situations, she was responding to questions, she was really doing all the statements, true statements without putting any emotion, just the way the things look like and what can be done and what cannot be done. And the person was really nervous in the beginning. He noticed that there is someone else in the meeting. It was me, but he said nothing. He said nothing. He was just nervous. And when I was sitting and sending love to everyone, they just started really interacting with each other quite friendly. It was really, I was just smiling in the background because I saw how everything changes and how people are changing. And it was a very nice meeting, by the way. Then I repeated the same thing the next week and the next week, and a lot of issues about this contract and about the services being provided were somehow fixed from itself. Some questions disappeared from the meeting. They never came up again. And it was somehow a process that started for everyone in the meeting. And it was an internal process of fixing some of the conflicts that everyone had and some of the requirements that everyone had. And some of them were really not realistic, I would say. But sometimes you cannot see what is realistic, what is coming from you, and you are just putting a lot of emotions, and this is bringing a lot of pressure, a lot of negative impact on any communication. But when you are actively listening to the people, when you are telling the truth, and when you are sending love, they understand that. They understand and they are ready to negotiate. They are ready to discuss. They are ready to be open with you as well. And it's really a magical way for me to resolve such situations by sending love, and it works. It works all the time. Sometimes people need to, for example, when it comes to my kids, they just need to cry, to express their emotions, and that's fine. I just leave them alone for some time, just sending them love, and they come to me, uh, and they are already calmed down, and they just look in another way, and it's really very interesting. You have to try it on your own and just share your experience. It's a very simple way, I believe, but it's really working, and it's really magical way. So I'm almost done. I can do all the. I mean, I'm almost done with the quantity part of lines. I would say I can do more and more for sure, but I would like to put some color because love is bringing colors. When you are expressing love to others, you just feel the colors in the air. Maybe you have to try it, and you can, of course, share also your experience. When it comes to color, in Neurographica, we need to have to follow the simple rule, coloring two or more figures in the same color, like I'm doing in the moment. Even I've chosen more. I love to um, color in patterns. You can see here there is a full river, blue river. And actually, I learned this morning that today is the day of the water. I don't know um, if this is an international day or only in Bulgaria, but I learned today that today is the day of the water. Because I had a session early in the morning, and apparently my intuition is working very well because today I'm always taking the blue, the blue color in my paintings. What is important to mention is that we can do a lot of drawings in a day, but only one topic should be the one we are interacting with. I mean, we can choose our topic for today, and we can have five or six or many as we wish drawings on this topic, but we should not change it. Or we can change the perspective, but we need to keep on working on the same topic because otherwise our brain will just get tired and really will not keep the focus for a long time. We will get headache for sure, and the process won't be effective as we wish it to be. So just mm, keep the rules because they're important, and work on one topic to be effective. And you remember, the quantity defines the quality. So put more lines in your drawings, and don't save your energy. Just use it because this is your topic. It's important for you, and this is the way you demonstrate that something is critical, that something is important to you, and you would like to see a result. You would like to see a change in your life. And this is the way we are expressing our internal world by putting it in a paper. Because Neurographica is actually similar to writing. A lot of people are putting everything in written, their emotions, their feelings, they have diaries. So this is a more interesting way to have a diary. You just need white paper, even it could be a diary, and you just have some markers and of course pencils, because we want to have our paintings or our drawings colorful, because our brain loves figures, loves colors, And this is everything that it remembers in a very fast way, in a very effective way. And it becomes reality, really. It becomes reality because when we instruct our brain that this is our new way of thinking, and these are here the qualities that we have, and this is the person that is sitting up front me, and he's really a nice guy, and he's really having a very good communication with me. This is what happens indeed. If we stay focused in the negative things, we will get negative emotions. But if we start sending love, if we are connected to this person through love, this is what we are going to get all the time. And I really encourage you to test this because it is working for me. It will work for everyone. I'm sure about that. So you can just test and let me know how it went, how it worked for you. And do you see any change in the people around you? Do you see any change in the situation and how they are developing in your life? It will be quite useful and quite interesting experience that you try and share it. And what we need to be careful about to not leave such figures, yeah, sitting alone somewhere in the middle. We just need to remove them. Either we can put additional line, or we can just put them in color, sitting next to them in the figure next to the one remaining alone. I decided to put additional line because I love to have more and more lines in my drawings because this is more energy. I'm just putting more energy into the resolution, or I'm putting more energy into the way to find a new scenario for my life, or a new scenario on how I see conflicts in my life. And what is really precious, what is really good for you to do during your drawings is just to ask yourself questions about your feelings, about your thoughts during the practice itself, about your thoughts about the person. And this is really helping us find answers. In any situation that I'm looking for questions, I'm always finding my answers. They could come up during the practice itself. They could come up later. They could come by someone, by a person, or by a friend coming by and telling me something, how to handle a situation, or how to avoid something in my life. Or I can read it in a book, or I can listen to a solution in a song. There are different ways that the universe is using to communicate with us and to give us an idea on how to handle particular situation. You can see that I'm putting some lines with my pencil. This is also an option. Even with the marker, it's much better because it actually demonstrates to my brain that what I've written, it's written on stone. So it cannot be removed, it cannot be changed. This is my um, decision, so it should be the way I desire it to be. I am the creator, so I think we will talk a lot about creators also in the sessions today. So you have to believe it that you are the creators, and everything in your life happens the way you create it. So if I create conflicts, I will get conflicts. If I create loving environment and loving people around me, and if I'm sending them love, this is what I'm going to get from them. Love and really good feelings that I'm sending are going to come back to me. I'm going to attract them again in my life and in my day. today life. You can see that I'm just moving the energies also in circles because the colors, they have a very nice energy, very nice and powerful energy. So I'm using also the energy of the colors, and I'm just boosting it like that. It's something that I love to do, to draw and to color the figures in circles. It's really powerful sometimes, and it's bringing me a lot of nice emotions. It's just bringing up the energy, especially when I'm tired and I'm just about to fall asleep. I'm doing it, and it's really bringing me up, and I feel better and better. You can also try it. There is actually in Neurographica a nice technique, 40 circles. You just sit down and put circle and circles and circles, and then you just round them. This is bringing you a lot of energy. So if you are tired but you don't have now the time to sleep, or you need to do something else, you just do it and you will get a lot of energy, and you can complete everything that you have in your mind, in your plans. But don't do it in the evening, because maybe you have some difficulties to fall asleep if you are full with energy. And now I feel the energy because I've put a lot of positive things for me, some things that I'm going to develop. There is love in the middle that I'm going to just make more powerful by color, using the blue color. The power of the water, because the water is really flexible and adapting. It's really nice. And it's bringing me a lot of energy right now. I can feel it. You just stay and feel, what is happening with you, inside of you, what is happening around you. Sometimes people are getting calls, sometimes people are getting distracted. There are different things that are happening. Or if you are, for example, handling a situation, or you are preparing yourself for a conversation with your mom, that you really, it's difficult for you to communicate with her, or your wife, I don't know. And sometimes, or if you haven't spoken to your father for years, and you decide to change the situation now by this drawing, by sending him love and communicating with him like that with the drawing, he could call you. And a lot of people are, I had such sessions actually with groups where people are just sharing, okay, I'm now connecting with my father, and actually he's calling me, and we haven't spoken for many, many years now. It's really interesting how this method is working. It's just attracting the people. They can feel you. They can feel that something is happening, and that you are doing something in the moment, and you are thinking about them, because we are all connected. And this is one of the main principles in Neurographica. Neurographica is teaching us that we are all connected in the same field, in the same environment, and we can feel each other, and we can um, talk to each other even if we are not in the same room. We can talk to each other through our drawings. Okay, I've put a lot of lines. I feel well, the colors are enough. You can see that there is a lot of white color, but I love to have it also in my drawings. So I will use some help from outside, because I'm managing a complex situation here. So definitely I will need some more power from outside. And those of you who were on the previous sessions know already that we are using the lines, a field, more powerful neural lines. We are putting them on the paper. They look like really powerful rivers, and they just help us manage our conflicts, or they just help us with more powerful energy to to drive our topic or to drive to get our results. So I will take, they have to be really visible and thick. So I just took another marker that is much more visible. I can see that it's really going around love. So you can just see how powerful the love is, the energy of love, because when I put the marker, it's really here surrounding the love. And I will round everything around the lines now. Okay, how do you feel about the line of fields? Actually, is there someone that already reached this stage of his drawing or her drawing? Maybe something important to mention here is that what you need to make sure is to round everything, even if you don't reach to the stage of coloring. It's important to finish your drawing by rounding, so that everything is rounded. Because the most of the time the process starts in the evening when you are sleeping. And actually, when you are sleeping, your brain will work on the new things, on the changes, and everything should be rounded because our brain don't like angles or sharpness. They love to see everything rounded and really nice. And then on the next day, if you are tired, actually, on the next day you can do the rest. You can do the coloring and align the fields and get the results. You can see that actually I'm putting some additional lines, taking energy from the lines of field, and I'm putting them around. And it makes me feel even more confident that I'm getting this energy integrated in my drawing, and it really starts helping me because the goal of the line of fields, this powerful energy, is to come into my topic and to fix everything or to help me fix everything that I have in mind here. And then the last part, of course, is the circle that will bring the result. Just think about where to put it. It could be one big circle surrounding everything, or it could be something that is important to me right now. And you can just trust your intuition to find where it to be. And I think for me, it will be this circle because this is actually the conflict that I am experiencing as a mirror of myself. So I would like to experience what is to be the focus here. I would like to focus here and to change it, to transform it. And I would like to see the transformation here, to change the way I look at this person, to change the way I look at this situation, and to change the way my emotions are experienced towards this situation or person. And I'm just expecting here to see the change, to see the way the situation is changing. And I just need to make sure everything is rounded again, to integrate this energy and to really see and experience the change. And it will happen really, really fast. And actually, what happened in the meantime, just to share with you, because sometimes when I'm working on a conflict situations, some of my kids, I have three little ladies at home, and they are always around me when I'm drawing, when I have having sessions. They always come up when especially the topic is really interesting. They just jump in the room. So one of them just jumped in the room. She was a bit, yeah, she was a bit angry because her sister did something to her. So I just started sending her love and just ask her to go out because now I have something to finish, and then I will come to her and we will discuss the situation together. So the first 1 or 2 minutes she just didn't want to go out, so I had to mute myself just not to interrupt your process. But at the end she just went out and left me alone, and it happened just because I was sending her love. And sometimes when I'm teaching people to draw Neurographica, and when I'm having such situation, I always get tests from the universe like that, just to test, okay, if you are teaching someone to do so, show me how you are overcoming such situations. So I already had such right now, and it was really interesting. But I think this technique, I really know how to handle it. I really trained so many times, so I don't really have challenges now, and it works for me every time because I know it will work. I have no doubts. So you have to remove all your doubts and be confident, and it will help you really be effective every time when you use it. So I think I'm done already, and I see a question from Martin. The line of the